Correspondent Simon McGregor-Wood is here in the studio for more on Putin's visit. Hi, Simon. So what is the significance of this visit?
Well, I guess the primary significance is that Vladimir Putin in recent times doesn't go to Europe very often. He's not very welcome here since the falling out between certainly the EU and Russia. The EU feels very concerned about Russia's actions over Ukraine, over the Skripal poisoning, over its interference alleged in elections and things like that. And they've slapped some pretty hefty sanctions on the Russian economy, so he's not really been welcome. It's significant for that reason. It's significant that it's Austria. Why? Because I think the Austrians and the Russians have had a thing for a long time. They're very close friends. Don't forget that Austria has never been a member of NATO. Austria has always boasted of its ability to be a bridge between East and West, even in the bad days of the Cold War. So if you're going to look for a country to visit in Europe, in the European Union, and you're Vladimir Putin, Austria is a relatively friendly one, a good way to start the process, perhaps.
And what's been, though, the reaction by the European Union to this visit?
Well, there's been a lot of column inches written, a lot of analysis written ahead of this visit, because there are concerns in Brussels and elsewhere within the superstructure of the European Union that rather than being a bridge between East and West, the Austrians, under their current government, a right-wing centrist party with a very extreme right-wing coalition partner, may actually be a weak link in the EU's relations with Russia. They're very concerned that certain personalities within the Austrian government want to stop the sanctions process, want to get much closer to Russia, want to expand their bilateral ties. And certain voices within the European Union do not want to see that happen until they think Russia and its behaviour has improved, and it hasn't yet, they would argue. And it's considerably more brought into focus, if you like, by the fact that next month Austria takes over the rotating presidency of the European Union, so it gets a greater chance to shape EU policy. So they're worried in Brussels.